Hello guys, this is just your Hawes. As you can tell by the title video, I'm doing a review on the movie Birds of Prey and the fabulous anticipation of one Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey for short. This film, despite being the Birds of Prey movie, is just a team. It's basically just a Harley Quinn movie and just those characters are involved. Without further ado, let's get into the good. The highlight of this film is Margot Robbie's portrayal as Harley Quinn. She just knows the character really well, just the nuts character that she is, and she just portrays that well. It's just like this, the fact that she's just mental, like she's insane. And this is her first time in a film when she's not tied to saving her, because I'll give you the bare plot. Basically she broke up with the Joker, so now she's kind of on her own, and that's probably been done in the comics before, because everything's been done in the comics. But in terms of what I know, that's never really been done before, so it was interesting to see her character on her own for once, because she's usually always around the Joker. So I found that quite interesting. I thought she did really well. I like it, but but because this film is just so weird, and so weird that it's fun to watch, because it's told through the story's told through the eyes of Harley Quinn, through her vision of the events that transpire. Of course it's gonna be weird, of course the timeline is gonna be messy, and of course it's just gonna feel over the top and just really strange, because that's the person who's telling the story. It's telling her from her view. And I think that actually helps the film, because if it was just a normal telling of the story, it'd probably feel like a dull, generic superhero film. But because they incorporate it being told through Harley Quinn's view, it's much more interesting and enjoyable. Another thing I quite enjoyed is the other characters. They do their part well. They're not necessarily the focus of the film, but they do their part in the film well. Some of the action's pretty good. It's not like any of the best action I've seen, but it's just fun, enjoyable action, and all they have, and this kind of goes. Harley Quinn kind of has this story of just kind of not getting soft as she's in the film, but just kind of going to care about this child, even though she does some terrible things. She grows to care about this child, and that's quite interesting, because you usually wouldn't think that about Harley Quinn. So it's quite interesting to see. Yes, she's mostly evil and she is a bad guy, but in this film she's doing heroic things and she's being an overall good guy. And it's different from Suicide Squad, because the only reason she was doing it in Suicide Squad was because her life was on the line. This is her actively choosing to do good things, which is a lot more interesting, because we don't usually see that from villains, especially ones like Harley Quinn. She just seems like such a crazy villain that seeing her in this form was interesting. So yeah, let's get into some of the mix. One of the mixed things is something I mentioned before, is that the timeline's messy. If that annoys you, then okay. One thing I'm not sure how I feel about is the villain. Black Mask. I don't mind, played by Ian McGregor. I don't mind him. I gotta give him credit where credit is due, because I watched him and did not think of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that is a big accomplishment. But he's basically a very misogynistic character, a very misogynistic villain. He plays as well. I'm just not sure how I feel about it, because I just don't know if that's even accurate to the comments. Apparently it isn't. It's like, he's just kind of there. I feel like he's just the villain, so they can have, and he is just misogynistic, so they can have this be also a girl power movie. So, and it works fine for the most part. I'm just not sure how I feel about that. Another thing, which is a mix that, apart from the Harley Quinn being played by Margot Robbie in this film, I don't think there's anything to tie it in to past DCEU. And that's what I've noticed ever since Justice League. Pretty much all the films after Justice League haven't tied into the DCEU, because I've realised we've got to do this slowly and build back up, because Justice League was kind of a hot mess. Let's be honest. I'm very positive on films, and I was not positive on that one. It was just a mess. It was just a bit of a mess. So I understand it, but at the same time, if you're looking for that in the DCU, I feel like that's probably moved away from it. But this is kind of its standalone film. It takes place in the world. We hear about characters like Batman and stuff, but it just doesn't really have anything else to it, I think it's fair to say. I'd say for the bad, it's something outwardly bad. It's just a lot. The Birds of Prey themselves don't have a lot of time to shine. Yes, they do make the good wishes with what they got, like I put in my positive, but stuff characters like Huntress, who's a very interesting character, is kind of just there for comedic purposes. And Black Canary, there's an interesting side to her, but she's not really that, special. And the cop is basically, as they've joke in the film, this classic old-fashioned cop playing some, saying like corny lines, which is the intention. But I'm not really sure. I don't think they're gonna do a Birds of Prey, specifically the Birds of Prey movie. I could see them doing a TV show, because I think this could actually be a fun TV show. But if they do a movie, I've got to be honest, they've not done anything with the characters presented to make me interested. Even Huntress, who has a good character, like a good basic character, just wasn't treated correctly and was used kind of also for comedic purposes when the actual origin was something really good. So I think that's probably my flaw. Overall, this is really good. Well, I rate this. It's not as good as Aquaman. I believe I gave Aquaman 7.8. I'd give this a 7.5. I think that's fair. It was a really fun, wacky, crazy, enjoyable film. Another thing I would say, this is the kind of film that would make complete sense if you're high. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's just one of those films. So, and it's intended for that. So overall, I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this video. For this video and the film. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, turn notifications on so you never miss a video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.